Welcome to French Fried Trains. Today, we're going to be building another Philippines train, and we're going to be building this PNR Sleepx sleeper train. And as you can see, it has a locomotive, then one white car, and two of these blue cars here. And finding reference for this one was a little bit tricky. Only a couple videos and pictures came up. So I did extrapolate some of this, especially with what's on the roof and the layout of the interior. But we went for it and got it done here. So let's get right into the build. Now, as you can see, I already have the locomotive in place here. We won't be learning how to build the locomotive in this video, as I have already done a tutorial for this locomotive in the past. So if you need to know how to build a locomotive, make sure you check out that video first. I'll have the link in the description. So hop on over to that video, build the locomotive, and then come back to this one to learn how to build the cars here. So the first step, of course, is going to be the coupler. So we're going to come behind here with a dark oak stair, and we'll attach our coupler on, and then under it we'll do a sideways dark oak bend skate. Then coming off this coupler, 3 stone blocks going sideways, and then a smooth quartz slab on the upper hitbox of either side here. Then we'll do our first set of wheels. So we're going to come on bottom and skip 1 block back from this and get a netherite wheel on each rail with an end rod axle here. Then we're going to grab polished deep slate slabs, and we're going to come on this upper hitbox, and we're going to do a 3x4 of slabs up here. Then another set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Open dark oak bend skates into the ends of the wheels here, and at this end here. Then we'll swing around behind this, and behind these fence gates, we're going to leave a gap of 4 blocks, and on the 5th block out, we're going to take a sideways observer, and we're going to do a 3x4 of observers. So in between here, there's a 4 block gap of space between the observers and the fence gates. Then, behind this, we're going to skip 1 block back, and we're going to put chiseled deep slate in a 3x4. Then behind this, we're going to skip 1 block back again, and we need to do another 3x4 of observers, all facing this way. Then behind this, we're going to skip to the 6th block out, so there's a 5 block gap of space, and get a netherite wheel on each rail with an end rod axle. Then open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here, so there should be 4 blocks between the fence gates and the observer. Then a 3x4 of polished deep slate slabs, and another set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle, and open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here. Then behind this, we need to get on the 2nd block up, and we'll do 3 stone blocks and a smooth quartz slab on the upper hitbox of each side here. And that'll mark this end of the car. Then we're going to go ahead and fill in the whole bottom of the car here. So we're going to take out netherite blocks, and we're going to come on the 2nd layer, and we're going to fill this top middle 3 end to end with netherite. Now on this top outside edge in the corner, 3 smooth quartz slabs here, 3 here, then leave a gap of 2, and we can put 2 more after that. Same thing on this side, leave a gap of 2. Then we're going to repeat it on the other end. So come down here, 3 slabs up here, 3 on this side, leave a gap of 2, put 2 more, same thing over here. And actually we'll just go ahead and fill the rest of this middle down to the other end with smooth quartz slabs up here. And same thing on this side, fill this with smooth quartz slabs. Now we're going to come on top of the end of the car here, and we're going to put a door in the center, and a 2x2 of smooth quartz blocks on either side of it, and then 5 across the top. And we'll do the same thing at this end. So we're going to do a door and a 2x2 of smooth quartz on either side, and a row of 5 across the top. Then at this end, we're going to do 2 columns of smooth quartz to the top on either side. In front of that, a door on either side, and a smooth quartz above it. The other end is going to be slightly different. On this end, the doors go right in the corners, and then a smooth quartz above each of those. Then we're going to come on this bottom outside edge and do a full row of smooth quartz all the way down to the other end. And then same thing on this side, a full row of smooth quartz, and bring that down to the other end on this side. Then, next to the door on each side here, we'll do a column of smooth quartz to the top. Then same thing down here, a column of 2 on each side. Then here, we're going to take black stained glass panes for our windows, and we're just going to alternate 2 block wide windows with a gap of space between all of them. So all the windows should be 2 blocks wide here. Then we'll come back through and fill all the gaps between them with a smooth quartz block each. And then of course, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just come back through, copy in all your smooth quartz blocks, and fill all the gaps between them with black stained glass panes. Then we'll come through on the top, go ahead and fill this with smooth quartz. And then same thing on this side, a full row of smooth quartz up here. Now swing down on this end, take out a dark oak stair for the coupler. And we'll turn around and stack that up to this middle second block. Then under it here, we're going to do a row of sideways dark oak fence gates in the center for the airline. Come up under this end and put 2 more fence gates under here so the airline looks like it continues. Then we'll come on the end, in front of this door, put an iron trap door. Then we're going to take deep slate brick walls and come up each side of the door and across the top. Repeat the process on this end. So an iron trap door. Then take your walls and come around and over the top. Then starting on the side here, there's an orange stripe, and for that we're going to use a row of acacia signs. Skip the door, and we're going to bring the signs over until we're underneath the 4th window in. Once you're at the 4th window, we're going to use some buttons to represent the lettering. So right here we're going to do a mangrove button, 3 acacia. Then skip a block and do 2 warp buttons and 2 acacia. Then we'll go back to our signs here to continue this orange stripe under this window and start bringing signs all the way down. And then 1 on the other side of that door. Then we have to repeat the process on the other side. So we'll roll over here, skip the door, and same as before, we're going to bring the signs over until we're under the 4th window in. Then, right here, we're going to do 2 acacia buttons, 2 warped, skip 1, 3 acacia, 2 mangrove, then go back to acacia signs, and start bringing a row of signs down this end. Right down to the door and one on the other side of the door. And I just realized I messed up the window height here, and I do apologize, this will be tedious, but all of these windows actually need to be 2 blocks tall. So we're going to knock out the 2 blocks above every window and replace them with black stained glass panes so all the windows are squares. And we're going to do that on both sides of the car. Just like that here. And now all the windows are the correct shape and size. Then we're going to come on the top, and we're just going to go all the way around the top outside edge with a layer of smooth quartz and a giant rectangle here. Come back across this end and all the way up this side. Just like that. Now come on top of the end, 3 smooth quartz blocks in the middle and a slab on either side like this. Repeat the process down here, 3 blocks in the middle and a slab on either side. Then on these top outside edges, we're going to do a full row of warped slabs because it's supposed to be blue. You could also use dark prismarine. Same thing on this side, a full row of warped slabs here. Now we'll do the interior. So come down on this end, there's a sink. Right here we're going to put 2 cauldrons, fill them with water, hit them with light blue dye. Then we're going to take iron block, right here, 2 columns of 3. And then we're going to come through doing 2 columns of 3 iron blocks on all of these window dividers to separate out all the compartments here. And just keep doing that until we get all the way down at the other end here. Then we're going to take a door, put a door here, iron block on top of it. And then same thing at this end, we'll put a door here and a block on top of it. Then we're going to come through all these compartments here, and we're going to put an orange bed on the right side of every single one. Then we'll do a shelf, so on the upper hitbox of the second block up, we'll put 2 iron trapdoors. And of course, we're going to do that for every single one of these compartments. Then we're going to take out iron bar up here, and on the end of these shelves we're going to put an iron bar. So here on every single one of them. Then as far as I can tell, these compartments don't actually have walls, it's just curtains, so we're going to use light gray banners for that. So we'll crouch and put 2 banners like this to represent the open curtain. And we're going to do that on every single compartment here. It's tedious, but the effect will be worth it. I couldn't really think of any other way to do curtains. Almost there. Right down to this last one here. Now take torches to light it, and we're going to put a torch on every single one of these window dividers in the hallway here. And then we'll come on this porch area, and we're going to put one on each side. we'll come down back here and put one on each side up here. Then we're going to fill in the ceiling. So on this second layer down, we're going to go 3 wide with iron block and bring that down to the other end. Then on top of that, we'll take out lapis lazuli, and we're going to fill this whole top end to end 3 wide with lapis. Then on this top middle, we're going to put 4 iron trapdoors here and 4 at this end. And that completes the build for this single car, and we'll move on and do the other type of car now. So come back here with a dark oak stair for the coupler, attach it up, then off it a netherite, under it 2 dark oak fence gates. Then behind this netherite, we'll do 3 netherite coming across and swing around in here and put a wither skeleton skull on each side like this. Then we'll do another dark oak fence gate under the middle. Then we're going to take chiseled deep slate, and we need to skip 1 block back from this and make a 2x2 coming out to the side like this. Then we'll skip over to this side and another 2x2 on this side. Then we'll do our first set of wheels. So come behind here, skip a block back, a netherite wheel on each rail with an end rod axle. Then on the upper hitbox, a 3x4 of polished deep slate slab, and another set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Open dark oak fence gate into the ends of the wheels here, and at this end. Then on the side of each wheel, a wither skeleton skull. Then 1 slab next to the wheel at each end on both sides, and then 2 dark oak fence gates on the side of each side here. Then back here, right behind where these fence gates are, we're going to do 2 rows of 5 polished deep slate walls coming out to each side. Then behind that, we're going to crouch and we're going to put 2 inward facing dragon heads on the rails, and then turn around and 2 on this side here. Then once that's done, we're going to come behind here with chiseled deep slate, right behind the dragon heads, and we're going to make a 5x5. So 5 wide and 5 long. Then behind that, we're going to skip 1 block back from it, go back to polished deep slate wall, and we'll do 2 rows of 5 coming across right here. Then we're going to go back to chiseled deep slate again, skip a block back again, and this time a 5x3. So 5 wide and 3 long. Then behind this, we're going to go to observers, skip 1 block back from it, and we're going to do a 5x3 of observers, all facing this way. So 5 wide and 3 long. Then behind that, we'll do our next truck. This time we'll leave a space of 2 blocks and get a netherite wheel with an end rod axle on the 3rd block out. Then on the upper hitbox, a 3x4 of polished deep slate slabs, and another set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here, and at this end. Then a wither skeleton skull on the side of each wheel, and next to each wheel another slab, and dark oak fence gates on the centers here. Same as we did the other truck. Then behind this truck, right behind the fence gates, on the side, we're going to do a 2x2 of chiseled deep slate, and then a 2x2 on this side, leaving the middle open. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and come up top with netherite. Start at this end and fill this whole top middle 3 down to the other end with netherite. Once we get down to this other end, we're going to come 1 block past those boxes on bottom, and then 1 on the middle. Then a withered skeleton skull on either side of that. Then take a dark oak stair for the coupler, turn around and stack it up. And under it down here, we'll do a row of sideways dark oak pen skates for the airline underneath here. Then on this top outside edge, we're going to go end to end up here with acacia slabs. Bring that right down to the other end. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing on this side, end to end up here with acacia slabs. And then we actually need to put a slab on either side on the corner. So 1 here, 1 here. And do the same thing at this end. 1 here, 1 here. Then on this end, that's facing this white car here, there's a little cab. So we're gonna take out an oak door. We're gonna put an oak door right here, then 2 lapis on either side. Above that on each side, a 2x2 of black stained glass and a lapis above the door. Then we can also do a row of 5 lapis across the top. In front of this, I'm going to do a column of lapis on each side. Then in front of that, a warp door on each side and 2 lapis above them. Then in front of that, we're going to do 2 columns of 4 lapis on each side in front of the door here. So 2 columns right here, 2 on this side. Then we're going to come down to the other end of the car, which is different because this side doesn't have the little cab on it. So we're going to come down here, starting from the end on either side. We're going to put a row of 5 lapis lazuli. Then on the end here, 1 on each side, a door in the middle, then fill in each side of the door and 2 rows of 5 across the top. Then we'll do another layer of lapis on each side here. Then we'll put a lapis every other block like this. In the gaps, we're going to put bedrock, and we're going to close oak trapdoors on all 4 of these bedrocks. Then up here, 2 deep slate tile walls on either side, and then 2 lapis. Then we're going to come down on this bottom outside edge, and we'll do a full row of lapis down to the other end. And then of course we're doing the same thing on this side, a full row of lapis on this side here, down to the other end. Then we're going to take black glass block for our windows, and we're going to start right in this corner, and the windows are going to be 3 blocks long and 2 blocks tall, and we're just going to keep doing that, alternating 3 block long windows with a gap of space between each one. And just keep doing that till we get to the other end, just like that. And then we'll come through, do the same thing on this side. And then, once we have all the windows in place, we'll come back through and put 2 lapis lazuli blocks in the spaces between all the windows. And then a full row across the top here. And then do the same thing on this side. Fill in all these spaces between the windows with lapis. And then a full row across the top. Now we'll come on this end here. We'll get an iron trapdoor in front of the door. And then we'll grab deep slate brick wall and just come up both sides and over the top so the walkway is enclosed here. And we'll do the same thing at this end. So a trapdoor down here and surround the door with walls. Then we're going to take out an item frame for our logo. And we're going to come under the middle window here, put an item frame here. Same thing on this side. Then this one also has an orange stripe, and again we're going to use acacia signs for that. So anywhere we haven't built anything, on all sides of the car on this layer, we're going to fill it all with blank acacia signs. Next, we'll do the interior. So we're going to come down at this end with the bedrock here. And we're right here, 2 columns of 3 iron blocks. Then an end portal, a cauldron with water in it, because this is going to be a bathroom. Then 3 iron blocks here. Then we're going to put 2 temporary blocks here. And we need to grab an iron door to use for the wall so we can fit through here. We're going to put an iron door here and one here like this. Take out these 2 temporary blocks. Then right here will be the actual door for the bathroom. So we'll go ahead and put a door of your choice there. Then up here, 2 iron blocks, 1 across here. Then where this hallway is, we need another door right here. Then we're going to come through here, and everywhere there's a window divider, we're going to put 2 columns of 3 iron blocks down to this other end. Then when we get to this end, we're going to come down here and put a lever on either side. Then up here, an iron block on top, and another door. Then we'll come through in each of these compartments. We're going to put a bed on either side. And do that in all of these compartments. These ones each have a pair of bunk beds in them. Once we've done them all, we need iron trapdoors again. And on the upper hip box of the second block, above each bed, we'll go ahead and put 2 iron trapdoors on either side in all of the compartments. Then once that's done, we'll come stand up here, crouch, and on top of each set of iron trapdoors, we're going to put another bed. So there's 2 pairs of bunk beds in each compartment here, for a total of 4 beds in each one. then just like the other car, this one doesn't have walls in the hallway, it has curtains. So we'll use banners again. So when you come down in here, crouch, and on either side, we'll put 2 light gray banners, and we'll do that on every single compartment again. And just keep it coming here. Like I said, this was the only way I could think of to do curtains. Couple more to go here. Then once that's done, we're going to light this, so take out some torches here. In here, we'll put a torch on each side. And then we'll come through here, on each window divider of the hallway, put a torch. And then we'll put one up in here by that door. Now that the interior is done, we're going to fill this whole top middle 3 end to end with iron blocks. On top of the end, 3 lapis in the middle, warp slab on either side. And we'll do the same thing at this end. So 3 lapis in the middle, warp slab on either side. In front of that, we're going to do polish andesite slab on either side and blocks in the middle. Then in the middle in front of this, we're going to do 2 iron blocks, then 2 rows of 3. In these gaps, put 2 deep slate tile walls, and cover the top of this section with iron trapdoors. And then 4 polished andesite slabs on either side of it. Repeat the process for the other end. So come down here, polish andesite blocks in the middle 3, and slabs on the sides, then 2 iron blocks in the center, then 2 rows of 3, 2 walls here and here. Cover this with a 3x4 of iron trapdoors, and then polish andesite slabs on the sides. And then we're going to go ahead and extend our polished andesite slabs all the way down the top outside edge. And then same thing over here, a full row of slabs up here. Then on this middle, we'll simply fill it end to end with polished andesite blocks. And we'll go ahead and bring that right down to the other end here. Now we're going to come down on the end with the cab windows here. We're going to put a glow item frame on either of these corners with a redstone block in it. This completes the build for the single car here. So what we need to do next to complete the train is use the structure command to copy in, or just build another one of these blue cars, except this one's going to face the opposite direction, so the cab windows are at the back. So there we have it, folks. We've completed our PNR sleeper train here, and I hope everyone's enjoyed this build. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone, have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.